anxious to get down to business with this road battle looming. And the game arrivals sponsored by Express. Dress like a pro. The downtown skyline illuminating the night here at our broadcast location, Memphis, Tennessee. Hi and welcome everyone here on 2K Sports. Can't wait to get some NBA action going. In this game, we'll see the Denver Nuggets against the Memphis Grizzlies here in FedEx Forum. This is Kevin Harlan. We've got Chris Webber and Greg Anthony with us. And from the sideline, we'll be hearing from David Aldridge. DA, take it away.
Well, Coach Mike Malone had this to say about his understated superstar, Nikola Jokic. Malone said he's truly beloved by all his teammates. No ego, a little bit goofy, doesn't take himself too seriously, and with his success, he's still the same kid. That's why everybody cares about him and respects him. Kevin?
The Nuggets lucky to have him. Thanks, David. We've got a quick moment now to take a look at the long-term rebounding numbers over several seasons for Jokic.
On the boards, he's been a much bigger presence these last few years than he had been prior. And he can be counted on now to make an impact with his rebounding. And that's a product of all the work he's put in down low.
Now let's take a look at the Nuggets opening lineup. Millsap and Jokic, the big men. Jamal Murray is out there with Will Barton. And it's Porter in at the 3 slot. And for the Grizzlies, Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. And it's Winslow in at the 3. When you're a championship contender, Chris, what are the aspects, the characteristics of an offense that is needed to get to that level?
You have to be balanced. You just can't be an inside team that can't shoot threes. You can't be a team that just shoot threes. You have to have guys that can dribble, that can get their own shot. You need guys that can catch and be standstill shooters as well, so that when you have the guys that dribble to get that space, their hands are ready and they're already ready. They're already prepared to shoot. And then it'd be really nice to have a post player, a dominant inside finisher, a guy that once he gets it in the painted area, everyone's going to have to watch out because he's going to dunk on him and make a poster.
Millsap at the elbow. Good ball movement here by the Nuggets. Porter, no luck. And so it's Jackson who brings it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. And it's Winslow that time on the assist from Valanciunas.
Oh, and look at how well he led him in there. Really, he passed him open for that deuce.
Last outing for Denver, they won that game against the Rockets. Morant with the steal. Brooks against Barton. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in.
He's such an effective scorer. Brooks knows when he should look to capitalize from this area.
We've played just over a minute here in the first. Now here's Murray. He had 10 points in the win against Houston. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
And I have just been so impressed with the way Jamal Murray has added to his game. Keeps pushing himself every offseason to make the most of his abilities as a player and continues to be a consistent threat from the outside.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one drops. And with Murray, Greg, you forget how young he is. He entered the NBA right out of his freshman year at Kentucky.
I mean, Murray was taken 7th in his draft and has kind of flown under the radar from that class. But the more you watch him, the more you feel like you're seeing a star in the making.
And so Murray nails both of them.
Oh, not many players with the more steady hand at the free throw line than this fella.
Morant passes to Valanciunas. And the emphasis on mobility, a challenge for lumbering 7-footers like Valanciunas.
Well, yeah, I mean, you're not going to be the quickest when you're 7 feet tall, Kevin. I mean, in order to earn his keep, he has to be dominant inside. I mean, he has that capability.
The Grizzlies shooting their first foul shots of the night here.
And as a team, really just middle of the pack in terms of their percentage from the line at about 76.
And he knocks down the first one.
In his native Lithuania, Jonas Valančiūnas is the star for his national team, making his debut at age 19, becoming the leader for his country.
Valančiūnas hits them both.
Well, and Kevin, in the Memphis Grizzlies, I mean, playoff contenders for 7 straight seasons from 2010 to 2017. I mean, a Western Conference Finals appearance in 2013. Now a new phase as they look to rebuild this roster.
Now here's Jackson, following the miss by Jamal Murray. Brooks kicks to Morant. And then Morant slams it in.
Are you real? Morant way up. That move is fire.
Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. And Chris, in the small market of Memphis, there'd been a resistance to hitting that reset button and going young.
Well, yeah, with fan attendance dropping in each of the last 4 seasons, I mean, they've reached their pain threshold. And with this team struggling, the writing was on the wall.
4 on the clock. Here's Porter. And again, Denver no good.
Not how you want to start the game. 4 straight misses. I'd like to see some better ball movement from you.
And the shot is good.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
The Nuggets trail by 10.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Jokic kicks to Barton. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's his first trip to the line.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he makes the first. Tyus Jones, he's checked in for the Grizzlies. Both free throws good from Barton. First quarter of play, we're about 3 minutes in. Murray against Jones. Pass to Winslow. Outside Jackson. Valančiūnas trying to free himself up. Winslow's shot is off.
The D making that layup look very uncomfortable for him. Good aggressive work down low.
And a wide open look for Porter. Off target from 3-point range.
You got to give him credit for his confidence. I mean, he hasn't hit a single shot this quarter, but he still keeps firing.
Jones dishes to Brooks. And that comes off the assist by Jones. 7 points for Brooks.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Yeah, Greg, they've come out of the gate strong at both ends of the floor. Just in total control so far.
And it's the Nuggets with the ball after Memphis gets the 3. The pass to Millsap. There's the 3. He can't hit that time. And the Grizzlies going the other way now. To the inside. And he finishes nicely on the layup.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Here's Murray. His numbers are looking pretty good. He's got his scoring average up around 18.5 points a game. And the foul called on Tyus Jones. That's his first foul. Jokic inside, guarded by Valančiūnas, and the shot goes in.
You can learn a lot by watching him operate in their offense.
And here are the Grizzlies. They're on a 17-6 run. Jones, the pass to Jackson. Over Millsap. Off the left rim and out. And so it's Jokic with the ball. He brings it up for the Nuggets. They trail by 11. Last time they met was in Denver.
And whether by design or by accident, they drew so many fouls in that game. Foul trouble for the other side became a huge issue.
Yeah, Greg, it forced them to go much deeper into their bench than they wanted to. And then the game got ugly.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
The Grizzlies shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night. And that one falls for Jones. And with a younger generation of fans cutting the cord, Adam Silver has talked about ways, Chris, to make the games, the NBA games, more accessible.
Yeah, and as a guy, Kevin, that played on the West Coast, I know many people aren't happy with this idea, but I say move the games up an hour. Move it to 6 o'clock so that I could watch LeBron on the West Coast when I'm living on the East Coast and be to bed by a normal time where kids can stay up. But how about the streaming? I mean, you can watch it on your phone. It's so many better and different ways now. I mean, before, if you were traveling, you could never watch a game because you had to be by a TV set stuck into a wall. Now, you got your phone, your pads, and everything else. So I love the game. It's becoming more global because of the expansion and how we've gotten players out there in front of fans. And now, with the access that fans have through some type of mobile device, I just love it. I love it.
Here's Murray following the score by Memphis. Pass to Millsap. Over Jackson. And no good. Trying to use the glass.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
Yeah, Greg, that's just great defense. Forcing his man into a difficult attempt.
Wide open look here for Murray. Offline with his three.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Count it. Winslow's got his second basket of the game.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
The Nuggets trail by 12. Murray surveying the D. Porter kicks to Murray. Passes it to Jokic. Over Valanciunas. Jokic with the bucket. Jokic has got 6.
And I like the decision making. He's taking what the defense is willing to give him.
Oh, yeah, and that's just a good read on his part. And as usual, his mid-range jumper is on point.
Now here's Brooks. 7 points in the game. The 10-footer. And it's Memphis with another.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Denver's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Here's Jokic. Not going to go that time. Nice D from Valanciunas. Memphis leading by 12. On the wing, Jackson. Dishes to Valanciunas. Back to Jackson. Shot clock at 6. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's going to be on Jamal Murray.
Oh, the third youngest player ever to drop 30 in a game. Jaren Jackson Jr. looking like a great starting piece for the Grizzlies rebuild.
And the first one at the line is good. And Chris, he was the third big man taken in the 2018 draft, but in time, Jaren Jackson could prove to be the best.
Oh yeah, he definitely could. I mean, he has a high ceiling, but also a high floor. Why is that? He doesn't need the ball in his hands to be successful. With his defense and perimeter shooting, he can already impact winning in a complementary role.
The Nuggets trail by 14. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Morris looking over the floor. Plumlee in the high post. Back to Morris. With the teardrop. Rebounded by Valanciunas. Valanciunas has got his 5th rebound in this one.
And they've come out with a take-no-prisoners approach on the glass here tonight, guys.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Yeah, they've been very aggressive, and they've taken early control of this game.
So it's Denver now, following the score by Memphis. Now Vonleh, he's coming off a 10-point game against Houston. Harris kicks to Vonleh beyond the arc. Good, and Harris gets the assist.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
And the Grizzlies leading by 13. Pass to Valanciunas, and stolen by Harris. Wants to get it to Morris, and does. He drains it from the right block. Memphis with the ball. Here's Jones. He averages about 5 points a game. Jackson finds Brooks. And here comes Harris leading the fast break. The pass to Morris. Vonleh with it. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. Grant outside. 4 on the shot clock. Over Valanciunas. No good from Grant.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
Now here's Jones. Jackson from long range. Another shot. Nice move. Jackson misses.
A fantastic effort on D to get up in his face and deny the layup.
Harris's shot is good.
Oh, it's all about the assist on that play. He puts it in the perfect spot.
And here's Jones. Outside Jackson. Brooks for 3. Poked away. Stolen by Grant. Over to the left wing. Hits the front of the rim and out.
A team's rebounding is a great measure of its energy, and theirs has been terrific here in the first quarter.
Pass to Valanciunas. Trying to get something going. That shot off the mark.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
Excellent D, avoiding fouling and got in the perfect position to alter the shot.
So timeout called here. The first for Memphis. Chris, at that free throw line, there's a lot of chirping, isn't there, among the players around the lane. It just seems like their mouths are always moving. A lot of chirping.
Oh, yeah. I mean, yeah. I mean, for the ones that aren't sucking there and aren't tired, they're talking to each other. It's the only real break in action, and there's times, too, you get to see what has happened a few of the plays before, so you get to bust the guy up with some jokes or just flat out talking trash. And sometimes guys are saying, I hate to tell you this, but sometimes guys are going, man, listen, I'm so tired. He's going to make this free throw. Don't push me too hard on this. I got to get rest for a couple seconds.
They say that, huh?
Oh, yeah. Especially to the guys. I remember saying that to Ben Wallace one time. He was my rookie, and I was like, listen, man, you know Legs is going to make this free throw, man. Come on, don't push me all the way into the basket. You'd have a good
What was the
laugh.
response?
He pushed me into the basket.
Morris, no good. And the Grizzlies leading by 8. Anderson inside. Harris is there. Back to Brooks. Here's Anderson. Vonleh with the rebound.
Oh, he found the open space from mid-range. Just maybe rush his release a little bit.
Here's Grant. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Brooks with it. Picked up by Harris. Brooks, the pass to Jang. Brooks outside. Not happening that time. His second miss in 5 shots. And pushing it up. Here's Denver. Here's Plumlee. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. The Nuggets shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And team free throw numbers really about as good as you could ask for, around 80% on the season.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That one is off. He hits the second from the line. Now here's Jones. Passes it to Jang. Over Plumlee. And Jang gets it to go. Jang's got his second bucket of the game to go. And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. A look at the field goal percentage numbers tells the story of what tough defense they're playing today. And we'll be right back after this. Nikola Jokic, a former second-round pick, turned star in the league, talks about what the game means to him.
Basketball, like passion, love. Like that is the thing I play like when I know 4, 6, 7 years old. I don't know. Like basketball is always in my life. That's like I think it's passion. I think it's passion.
In basketball, Greg, a big deal in Jokic's native land of Serbia.
And I love his creativity. There's an artistry and a freedom in how he plays the game.
And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And taking a look at the Grizzlies' performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
Well, no question. It's been stifling thus far, preventing that offense from establishing any kind of rhythm.
Morant is out there with Jackson. Then it's Gorgie Dang. Then there's Anderson. And it's Clark in at the small forward. That's the group for Memphis to kick off the second quarter. He gets that one. Morris has got the second quarter going with the first basket of the period for the Nuggets. Now here's Morant, covered by Morris. Clark, the pass to Anderson. Shoots over Grant. That one a little long. The Nuggets trail by 7. Pass to Morris. Kicks it to Plumlee. Over Anderson. Plumlee, no luck.
Even when the D is playing off of him, the mid-range jumper shouldn't be the shot they're looking for.
And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. And the foul called on the Denver Nuggets.
Look, he's looking more active there. When Kyle Anderson forces the issue, it makes the defense get aggressive.
And Chris, in his 6th season out of UCLA, small forward Kyle Anderson.
Well, yeah, Kevin, in his first 3 years, improving his long-range distance, shooting to over 37%. Now, it's fallen back off the last couple of seasons, but he's a smart, savvy player, and he's at his best when he's hitting shots.
And the first one drops. And for the longest time, the Grizzlies looking for an answer at the small forward position. 2 summers ago, they signed Kyle Anderson away from San Antonio.
Yeah, Kevin, and he's a unique player. He's kind of a point forward type, very effective around the rim with his length.
Winslow's checked in for the Grizzlies. Injuries can play such a big part in a player's career. Which guys strike you, Chris, as the biggest what-if stories had they stayed healthy?
Wow, I mean, you got to start, in my mind, I got to go to, a guy like a Grant Hill. He was Mr. Triple-Double. He and Jason Kidd, to me, were almost the same players, just in different bodies when Grant started his career off in Detroit. And to see him get injured, man, that just hurt me because he had so much potential. Even though he had a great career, I still think about him. How about Greg Oden, who got hurt in his senior year, had to shoot free throws with his left hand, and then he comes into the league, and the big fella just had to battle injuries, and feel sorry for that big fella because he was so skilled in the game.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Jaren Jackson Jr. is the son of an NBA player. And I'm so old, I covered his dad in college. Growing up, his parents let him find his passion, but the game was always in his genes. Jackson Jr. said, "I've always prided myself on being more than just a basketball player, but I can't deny my laser focus on the sport." Kevin, he's following in his father's footsteps, but looking to create his own legacy.
Terrific mentor, but he's just getting started, David. Thank you. Just 3 to shoot. Plumlee. Grizzlies with the rebound. Jang's got his 4th rebound in this one.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
With a lengthy wingspan, that's what Anderson does. He's able to maneuver through defenders and put the ball in the basket.
Grizzlies have gone 6 of 8 from the free throw line tonight. Big group substitution here for Denver. Jokic, he's checked in for Plumlee. Millsap comes in for Noah Vonleh. Martin's checked in for Grant, and it's Jamal Murray in for Morris. That one misses for Anderson.
And guys, you have to be able to knock down your free throws. Struggling with that this quarter. Good way to let your opponent back in the game.
Jones checked in for Morant. Now here is Harris, who's coming off a 13-point game against Houston.
Yeah, as good of a scorer as he was in that game, he was even a better passer. A lot of assists for him.
And here are the Grizzlies now, following the miss by Jokic. And that one is good. Anderson's got his 2nd basket of the night.
So good at keeping his balance. Anderson doesn't let aggressive defense get to him.
Left side, Harris over Clark. Harris, no good. And the Grizzlies leading by 14. Jones drives in. It's tipped and stolen by Murray. To halt the run, and Burton throws it down.
And the precise passing of Murray, really moving the ball well around the floor.
Now the pass to Clark. Back to Jones, and stolen by Murray. And now Harris running the floor all by himself. Chalk up 2 there. Harris has got 7 points.
And there's that transition offense. Push the ball up the floor. The defense can't get set, and you can get some easy baskets here.
Now here's Jones. To the paint. And that one's good by Clark. And the Grizzlies lead by 12.
Yeah, that's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Back to Barton. Launches it. Rebound by Jang. Jang's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
And it's sent back by Millsap.
And Millsap, for his size, a pretty good rim protector.
Trying to get open is Jang. And there it is for him. Anderson's got 7 now in this quarter.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Murray left side. Here's Jokic. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It goes on Justice Winslow. The Nuggets have shot a good percentage from the free throw line so far. They've made 5 out of 6.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw, good. Jokic. Well, Greg, the rapid ascension of Nikola Jokic into NBA stardom has been nothing short of amazing. You know, he really is an elite center now.
I mean, he's the best player on a very talented young team in the West. I would not be surprised to see him win an MVP in the next few years.
And Jokic drops them both. There are a lot of people that say, Chris, the European players are more fundamentally sound overall. Are they right?
Well, I think when you look at a guy like Doncic or Dirk or Porzingis,
Yes.
You're taking the best of the best and you're creating a whole field. So I can't say overall. I would say they've had some players that have come in and wowed us, and that's awesome. But also you have those guys going pro at the age of 13, 14, 15 years old, and so I think they may miss out on some of the other things that life has to offer, like a normal high school experience, those type of things. But I tell you what, it's a copycat league and it's a copycat game, and so once you see players that are 7 foot coming over, shooting, passing, dribbling, I think you could say guys like Kevin Durant and others, I think you can say they're pretty sound overall. So I don't buy into that theory, but I do think for a lot of Europeans, being a professional early helps you transition into the NBA a little bit better maybe than guys coming out of college off of 1 year.
I would agree.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first one falls.
And guys, this is the way to stay in the game. They're doing a masterful job from the line. Perfect this quarter.
All free throws good from Barton. Memphis leading by 10. Now Winslow. Last game he had 12. Out to the right wing. Jackson trying to break free. And it's Anderson that time on the assist by Brooks. Anderson's got 9 points now in the quarter. And here are the Nuggets now. Here's Murray. Pass to Jokic. Takes the three. Rebounded by Jackson. Grizzlies have gone 6 of 11 from the floor. Over 50% shooting here in the second quarter. Nikola Jokic grabs the miss. Jokic has got his 6th rebound on the night. Porter finds Murray. Count that bucket.
And even at 6'5", Murray just elevates high inside for these buckets. A high percentage shooter down low.
Winslow against Barton. Brooks outside. Anderson with the ball. He's got 9. That missed basket now makes him 4 of 8 from the field. And here we go. Fast break. Murray's got it. Outside Millsap. Barton wide open. He fires. A three-pointer, no good. And the Grizzlies leading by 10. Brooks right side. Jackson, that's a two-pointer. No good on that one. And Denver the other way now. Here's Barton. There's the feed to Millsap. A second chance effort and the rejection by Jang.
Well, I'm surprised he's still out there. I mean, he's been invisible at the offensive end all game long.
Anderson. And he lays it straight in. Anderson's got 11 points in the quarter.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
Outside Porter. Back to Murray. Fires the three. That one drops and he's now 2 for 5.
And if you don't get out on Murray, he will light you up from beyond. He's lethal.
The Grizzlies have gone 7 of 15 from the field here in the second quarter. Just under 50% shooting. Now here's Winslow. He gives the team some steady offense, a bit under 10 points a game. And that one, good. 8 points for Will Barton.
And made possible by a heads-up play defensively at the other end.
Barton against Winslow. Right side Jackson. Over Millsap. Jackson gets the bucket. Jackson's got 8. And here is Murray. He has 7. Barton outside. Back to Murray. There's the triple. They grabbed their own miss. Here's Millsap. And boy, that looked like goaltending. Yes, it is. And so they will award the basket there.
Just barely too late and catches it on the way down. He's already in the air there, committed, so can't fault him for going for the block.
Grizzlies making a switch here. Jackson's checked in. Mason Plumlee's checked in for Denver. Morris comes in for Barton.
You know what? I talked to Jaren Jackson this summer, and he told me he grew another 2 inches. So let's just call him around 7 foot right now with the 7'5" wingspan. Jaren Jackson, the perfect physiques for today's defensive big. He can protect the paint and maneuver outside.
He misses the free throw. He did play power forward at Michigan State and the NBA. But what's Jaren Jackson's long-term position, you think, in this league, Chris?
Well, you know what? I think he can play the 3, the 4, and the 5 with his shooting. Now, he's still experiencing guarding shorter players. He's getting used to it, but moving his feet serves him well.
Timeout called. The Grizzlies. They come into this having outplayed Phoenix the last game.
And that one was all about offensive execution, running your plays, picking your spots.
And as long as you do that, you put yourself in a good position to win, no matter if you're home or away.
The list of contenders for the three-point contest is really interesting this year. Every one of these guys is capable of going lights out in a setting like that.
Yeah, the field is almost set, and I wouldn't want to have to make a prediction. These are all fantastic shooters. It's just a matter of who gets hot on that day.
Take a look at Murray. The 3rd spot in the voting belongs to him. There are very few players with his ability from long range, and it looks like he'll be rewarded with a spot in the three-point contest.
And I'm sure there'll be some changes in the rankings still to come, but you're right. I'd be surprised if there's anyone who wouldn't cast a vote his way.
And the excitement for this year's three-point contest keeps growing as we get closer to All-Star Weekend. Some amazing shooters in line to take part.
Hard to pick a winner out of that group of contenders, but safe to say it's going to be a lot of fun to watch.
Here's Jackson. The Nuggets getting the bucket. Here's Valanciunas in the hoop for his 3rd make from the field. He's 3 for 4 thus far in the contest.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
Bounce pass from Morris. Plumlee in the post. Jackson on him. Plumlee, no luck. And the Grizzlies leading by 5. From the wing. And Jackson with the basket on the assist by Brooks.
An improved playmaker who does a solid job distributing the rock. Don't sleep on Brooks' vision.
Morris passes to Jokic. He's looking for Plumlee and finds him. And the rejection by Jackson. And Valanciunas penetrating. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Oh, this is the grit and grind Valanciunas gives you. I mean, someone that isn't going to give into the defense.
On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe.
An 85% shooter there, and they've been able to count on him hitting his shots from the line.
Lonley's checked in for Denver. Jeremy Grant comes in for Porter. The free throw drops for Valanciunas. The Nuggets trail by 10. Morris passes to Plumlee. He kicks it to Grant. Back to Plumlee. To the inside. Shot clock at 3. Near the three-point line, it's Morris. No good, unable to end this run. Memphis leading by 10. Brooks, the pass to Jackson. Back to Brooks. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time. 9 points for Brooks.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
Yeah. Horrible effort. It appears they may be on the brink of giving up.
So it's Denver now, following the score by Memphis. Now here's Murray. He has 7. Stolen by Jackson. And here we go with Brooks running it up the court. And he converts the layup. Brooks has got 4 points in the quarter.
They couldn't have asked for much more from him today. He's been a key force in their offense.
Murray against Brooks. Now Murray. Here's the 3. No good that time.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
No, doing anything they can to stop the bleeding, but so far they've had no answers.
And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies with a 14-point lead as we bring the quarter to a close. Their defense has been terrific in this game. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much. Jonas, you guys got off to a strong start. How important was it to set the tone early?
You know, we came out with a different energy. He said it's enough to struggle from the start. You know, we got to focus and play good starts.
That is where it all starts. Thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. Boy, what a crowd joining us here for our halftime report. I'm Ernie Johnson alongside Kenny the Jet Smith and the Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal. It's Memphis out in front at the half. They lead by 14. Kenny, what did you see from them?
Well, the bench came in and helped them run away with this one. Tremendous job of getting loose, getting open, and drilling shots. You always want that spark off the bench, and these guys delivered.
And big fella, let's get your thoughts on the Nuggets.
Well, you live by the 3 and you die by the 3. And today, they're dying. And as cold as they've been behind the arc, they keep firing from deep. What are you doing? I know they got a lot of ground to make up, but they can't continue with this game plan. Not working.
That about wraps it up. Time now for the second half of the game. We go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. And the Grizzlies leading by 14. So on the floor for Denver, Millsap and Jokic, the big men. Bill Barton is out there with Murray, and it's Porter in at the 3 spot. Now here's Murray, following the miss by John Morant. And so the ball's out of bounds. Winslow touched it last.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
And you can tell he feels he should have had it still. The hustle was impressive.
Now here's Barton. Passes to Millsap. Porter looking it over. Pass to Murray. Stolen by Brooks. He dishes it to Valanciunas. To the middle. Here's Jackson. And the dunk by Valanciunas.
Oh, he's a sensational offensive rebounder. Valanciunas, he just has the nose for where to be when shots go up.
The Nuggets trail by 16. Murray outside. Teardrop shot, and the rejection by Valanciunas.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
And so it's Porter bringing it up now for the Nuggets. Over Brooks. They get it back. Oh, that was an impressive throwdown.
Last. And I got to say, sort of surprising he goes for a slam that difficult when they're trailing.
But still a magnificent move to the rim. Now, here's Valanciunas. 13 points in the game.
They're having trouble getting going here in the second half. I mean, that's their 4th miss in 5 attempts.
Martin passes to Jokic, and Jokic slams it in.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. Porter with it. He's picked up by Morant. And that one's good, Barton.
And not just a scorer, but a distributor as well. Porter's court awareness is really impressive.
Now here's Morant. He's covered by Murray. Here's the teardrop. Good work there as it goes. And the Grizzlies lead by 12.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Oh, yeah, and that's what you love about him. He shows no mercy, even with a comfortable lead.
Here is Porter, following the basket by John Morant. Shoots. Murray, no good. For Memphis, they've gone 2 of 6 from the field here in the third. Brooks. That one is good again. He's 6 for 8 from the floor with the basket.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. The pass to Jokic. Over Valanciunas. And it's Jokic missing.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
Well, that's why he's out there right now. In situations like this, he stands tall to prevent points.
The Grizzlies making a switch here. Clark's checked in, and a switch here also for Denver. Harris is checked in for Michael Porter. And the Grizzlies leading by 14. And it's Valanciunas that time on the assist by Morant. 15 points for Valanciunas.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside. And this kid, Ja Morant, came out of nowhere, under-recruited in high school, showed some promise in that first year of college, but boy, did he blow up.
Here is Brooks. Denver getting their last shot to go. Jokic with the steal. Down low, here's Millsap, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And Morant really impacts the game in every area.
It's incredible, Kevin. He gives you the points, the assists, the rebounds. But then you look at the box score, and you also see a block, a couple steals. And I like that he shoots a high percentage at the line.
And he knocks down the first one.
And how about the transition from Paul Millsap, going away from that star role to being more of a role player here in his later years. No longer needed to carry the torch, if you will, in terms of scoring and rebounding, but he can still give you just a bit of everything else at this stage.
Both free throws good for Millsap. And with Millsap, you can just see him contribute in so many ways.
I mean, a great passer for his position and also very unselfish with his offense. Still a plus defender with how often he is giving up size on the inside.
Now here's Valanciunas, and stolen by Murray. And now the Nuggets, fast break. Barton outside. And here are the Nuggets now. A 12-point game. And Jokic wide open. He shoots. The Nuggets with another miss. Grizzlies have gone an even 50% from the floor here in the third quarter. 4 of 8. Morant passes to Brooks. Now here's Morant, and stolen by Murray. And the rejection by Jang, and they get it back. Denver the rebound, Jokic, and here's Harris from the arc. No good on the shot. And the Grizzlies leading by 12. Here's Clark. Brooks outside. Clark dishes to Valanciunas. And the call up against Jokic. That's his third foul of the game. Kyle Anderson, he's checked in for the Grizzlies. Nuggets on D. Here's Morant. His scoring totals are something to take note of. He's averaging over 19 points a game.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
The Nuggets trail by 14. Pass to Jokic. Barton kicks to Murray. And it's Jokic missing.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
Well, that's why he's out there right now. In situations like this, he stands tall to prevent points.
And going up strong inside demonstrates confidence. Morant not afraid to get physical.
The Grizzlies have made a little more than half their free throws today, 7 of 12.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
No good on that one.
And purely from a physical standpoint, Ja Morant has it all. The height, the long arms, the frame to put on more weight, and few players are more explosive athletically.
Jackson, he's checked in for Brooks. And he sinks the second. And with Morant, you not only get the physical attributes, Greg, you get the mental toughness and awareness.
Yeah, this kid loves to compete. The bigger the game, the bigger he plays. I think we're looking at a potential all-NBA performer when it's all said and done.
And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing.
Underrated coming into the league and underestimated. Millsap doesn't have any doubters anymore.
He'll take his third and fourth free throw shots of the game right here.
And he's putting together a solid year at the free throw line, 79% overall.
He misses the free throw. A different look for Denver. Jeremy Grant, he's checked in for Will Barton. And Monte Morris subbed in for Jamal Murray. Good on the second free throw. And the Grizzlies leading by 14. Morant with it. He's got 7. At the top of the key, Clark. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to be on Jokic.
Easy to appreciate the physicality that Clark plays with. This is what earns him those calls.
Both good from the line that time.
The potential is there. For Clark, it's about expanding the range so that it makes him more versatile offensively.
Now, here is Morris. He has 6. Harris outside. Five on the clock. Passes it to Millsap. Rebound by Jang. Jang's got 11 rebounds in the game. And Grant sends it back. And Josh Jackson picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
And it's Millsap with the ball for the Nuggets. They trail by 16. Fires from deep. No good from Grant.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
This isn't like him, and he knows it. The best thing they can do is try to get him more easy looks.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure. And being over the limit this early really can affect your aggressiveness defensively. They have got to play under control.
That's good from Harris. And one thing you have to love about Gary Harris, the way he can explode to the rim.
And Harris is a natural scorer from all parts of the floor, but he can just rocket himself for dunks you aren't used to seeing from players of his size and stature.
Mason Plumlee's checked in for Denver. And Harris wide open. He shoots, drains the three-pointer. Harris has got 5 points now in the quarter.
His shooting has been a bright spot for them. Otherwise, they've struggled as a whole.
Morant kicks to Clark. Pass to Jackson. Anderson right side. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. Clark for three. The offensive rebound. Jang. And again, Memphis no good. And Kyle Anderson gets the whistle that time. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus, and we'll go to the line to shoot two. That one is off. And you see Jeremy Grant on this team. He means so much more than just his stats.
He's a fantastic glue guy, and his teammates talk about how unselfish he is on the floor. Great team player and an even better chemistry guy off the court.
Denver making a switch here. Conley's checked in. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, one of the things that the NBA has been forward thinking about is always accepting new ideas. And they've got a bunch of them on the table in recent weeks. A mid-season tournament, a postseason play-in tournament, maybe even reducing the 82-game regular season schedule. Now, all of these will be very bold moves, but Commissioner Adam Silver has always demonstrated a willingness to think outside the box. Kevin?
DA, great assessment, good report, thank you so much. And here are the Nuggets now. The Grizzlies making the shot. Harris, right side. It falls for his fifth field goal of the night. Now shooting 5 for 8.
Oh, he's been as dependable as he always is. He can't do it all by himself.
Now here's Morant. He's guarded closely. No good from Clark. The Nuggets trail by 10. And here comes Harris leading the fast break. Jackson against Grant. And with that one, the lead is trimmed to single digits.
That's just great touch. The teardrop, well, that's all about feel.
Now here's Morant, covered by Morris. And Zhang kicks to Jackson. Up top, Zhang. He's got 6. Here's Morant. And the 3 off target. Denver's gone into a slump here from three-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the third. Harris, no good.
It isn't the D that causes that miss. That's just a loss of concentration that time.
2 points. That one goes. 9 points for John Morant.
He's got the hot hand right now. As long as he can keep getting open, they've got to keep feeding him.
The Nuggets trail by 10. And here is Morris. He's got 6. Softly drops in the floater. Morris has got 8 points.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
All right, it's a lazy effort. Let's just be honest. Hoping the shooter misses, that doesn't constitute defense. Excellent work offensively to get that shot attempt into a can't-miss area.
Inside, Plumlee, and it's slammed in by Plumlee.
Oh, up high and down hard with that one-hander.
He got a little extra forceful. You're right with that one. Timeout called, the Grizzlies.
And they're committing an awful lot of fouls here, and not of the good variety. You don't want to give up easy layups, sure, but it's been a non-stop parade to the foul line.
Jaren Jackson, he's checked in for Memphis. Justice Winslow comes in for Clark, and the Grizzlies leading by 8. 1:56 left to play in the third. Here's Jang. Feeds to Jackson. Fade away. Count that one. 10 points for him. And so it's Morris with it. He'll bring it up for the Nuggets. Morant with the steal. And here we go. Fast break, and Morant's got it. And Jackson throws it down hard.
Well, this is why Morant's teammates love to play alongside him. I mean, exceptional vision, and he's incredibly unselfish.
1:30 left in the third. The Nuggets trail by 12. Morris outside. The pass to Vonleh. Rebounded by Jackson.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
Yeah, you can see why he's established that reputation. Strong understanding of how to defend at the rim.
And Denver decides to take their first time out here.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
Poor rotations. I mean, slow help and just not enough toughness on the interior. They've got a lot to talk about.
And the Nuggets with some changes. Millsap comes in for Vonleh. And it's Michael Porter in for Grant. The Nuggets trail by 14. Bounce pass from Morris. In the corner, it's Plumlee. In the corner, it's Harris. 6 to shoot. The Nuggets need to get a shot off here. Porter, no luck.
And another miss. Ooh, he's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have, you're right. Now here's Morant, covered by Morris. Winslow's shot is off.
They haven't needed him as much as I thought they would tonight.
First free throw is good. And good on the second, so he makes them both. Here's Morant, 11 points in the game. Pass to Jang. Shoots the three. It's rebounded by Paul Millsap. Millsap's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Near the three-point line, it's Morris. He made it!
That's how you beat the clock, baby. Yeah. That's how you beat the clock.
One eye on the rim, one eye on the clock. Nice job.
Now that's the way you want to end a quarter, with the momentum on your side.
And so it's Memphis going into the break with a 10-point lead. And they've done a phenomenal job down low, so many of their points coming right at the rim. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Well, I like that he didn't make his decision too early. You know, he let the play develop. That's how you do it. Finds the weakness in that defense.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. The Nuggets trail by 10. Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. Morant is out there with Winslow, and it's Jackson, and at the 3, the small forward. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. Porter passes to Murray. Barton outside. Barton missing again. Memphis leading by 10. Now here's Morant. Kicks to Winslow. Passes it to Jackson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Some nice passing there by Memphis. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. The Nuggets trail by 10.
Get on Murray.
Murray outside. The dish to Plumlee. And the rejection by Jackson. And it's out of bounds to the Nuggets as Denver retains possession. Dylan Brooks, he's checked in for Josh Jackson. Porter finds Murray. Clock at 6. Looking to end his cold spell. The lead now cut to single digits. A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played. Morant passes to Jackson. Down through the hoop it goes. That's his 5th make on 9 shots from the floor.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
And so it's Murray who brings the ball up for Denver. It's a 10-point game. Porter in the corner. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot.
His bad night from the field is only going to get worse if he keeps throwing up shots like that.
Brooks kicks to Winslow. Over Porter. And he overshot that one, missing.
He's done a lot of the little things to help put them in front. I mean, but his offense has not been there for him tonight.
Outside Millsap. Back to Murray. That's good. And it's Millsap with the assists. And that's now 11 points for Jamal Murray.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, it's the attack mindset. I mean, that helped him prevail right there. Sometimes you just got to go with your gut. That's one of the few times they'll get away with leaving him that wide open.
Porter against Brooks. Porter kicks to Murray. Back to Porter. Shoots over Morant. Porter, no luck. Memphis leading by 8. Brooks, the pass to Morant. And yes, it's good.
Strange game for him. Barely made any noise in the first half, and here in the second, he's been everywhere.
3rd minute of action now gone here in the 4th. Now Murray. To the inside. Plumlee laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Nice pass. I mean, putting in work on the interior. Gotta love it.
Outside Jackson. He feeds it to Valanciunas. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Plumlee's got his 7th rebound here tonight. To the middle. Oh, took the contact and tried to throw it down over the top, but instead he'll shoot free throws.
Wow, that is a strong move there to go in for the dunk.
First one falls for him. Jokic, he's checked in for Mason Plumlee. Both free throws good for Millsap. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
One thing Morant does with consistency, I mean, he keeps defenders off balance.
That's good from Morant.
And they didn't shoot it very well from the line in the first half, but they've gotten much better since halftime, and it's helped them to secure the lead.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
And one of the younger players to enter the 2019 draft, Morant, wise beyond his years.
Now here's Barton. It's Porter outside. The shot that time not on target.
And they continue to control the glass.
In the corner, Winslow with it. From past the arc. Denver grabs the miss. Here's Millsap. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. Millsap's got 4 this quarter. Memphis leading by 6. Brooks outside. Valanciunas inside. Jokic defending. Jokic grabs the miss. Denver's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. Barton, no luck.
He gets the playground jumper and can't make good on it. You don't get many chances easier than that.
Pass to Morant. Millsap against Jackson. Over Millsap. That one wide left. The Nuggets trail by 6. Outside for Murray. No good from outside.
If he was shooting even a little bit better, the story of this game would be a lot different.
Jokic with the steal. And out of bounds as Memphis gains possession. And now a chance to see what's coming up for the Nuggets. On Thursday, they'll be matching up against Mike Conley and the Utah Jazz. Then on Friday, they'll be matching up against Eric Bledsoe and the Milwaukee Bucks.
And looking at the schedule, it isn't ideal in terms of the upcoming games with the amount of quality teams they're going to be playing, but it's also a good chance for you to get some confidence and really see just how good you are.
Timeout called, the Grizzlies.
And the talk in their huddle is going to be about taking care of the basketball. I mean, their turnover numbers are terrible.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Hey, guys, I caught Taylor Jenkins' message to his team. He talked about the mindset they need to have and what he wants to see the rest of the way. Engagement at both ends and making good decisions with the ball. Guys?
Here's Murray. There's the pass to Jokic. Here's Porter. And so it looks like Denver will retain possession here. Here is Porter. Murray outside. Just 5 to shoot. Jacks up a 3, and there's Porter on the assist by Jokic.
Just sensational form and touch on display from Porter. When he gets any room to shoot from deep, he's looking to fire.
And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's going to be on Jokic.
Clearly a foul. You know, you watch Nikola Jokic out there, and he just moves like a guard. The way he approaches the game, sees the court, and shoots just aren't found in that center position.
So he gets them both. You know, Greg, Jokic has so many tools at his disposal. He's a walking triple-double threat.
The passing and vision is what really sets him apart at that center position. The offense can run through him and should run through him with how he can distribute the ball.
Shot is good, and the Memphis lead's cut down to just 3 in the basket for Millsap.
Once he turned it on, he became a force in this game. Not sure where this guy was in the first half.
Jackson misses.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Porter got a hand on it.
And timing is so important. I mean, right there, Brooks shows nice judgment, being able to get the rejection.
Memphis leading by 3. Down low. And Jackson throws it down hard.
And he placed that pass out in front of him and let him just run into it in rhythm.
And so it's Murray who brings the ball up for the Nuggets. Pass to Jokic, and the foul on Jonas Valanciunas. That's his first foul. Jokic with the bounce pass. Stolen by Brooks.
Maybe we can give him a pass for that turnover, only because he's been reliable up to now. Mistake for him.
Grant, 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Paul Millsap picks one up.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good.
That's what they want to see from him, attacking, getting whistles, and maybe causing some foul trouble.
The Nuggets making a switch here. Harris is checked in. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Denver with the ball. They trail by 7. Murray outside. A floater, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's on Jonas Valanciunas.
And can't get too handsy with Murray, especially when he's rising up for the shot.
Throw good, Murray.
And Murray has it all. A deadly shooter and a remarkable penetrator. Terrific guard play.
And so Murray nails both of them. And the Grizzlies leading by 5. Here's Morant. Good defense by Jokic.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
Here's Porter, and there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time. Porter's got 5 points in the quarter. Now here's Morant. Guarded closer. Brooks feeling it out a bit. This is to Morant. And it's sent back by Millsap. Valanciunas, and can't hit the shot, but they're saying he got hacked, so he'll head to the free throw line.
Oh, man, I love watching Valanciunas score the ball. He makes it look so easy, and he makes the defense feel uneasy out there.
He's off on the second.
They can live with the miss because it's a 2-possession game now. That's big.
Offensive rebound. Porter. Out to Harris. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Ja Morant. That will be foul number 5 on him.
Timeout.
Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over. You have to like what you're seeing from Ja Morant.
Oh, yeah, no question what they'll be talking about in this timeout. They need to figure out some way to slow him down.
And now we get the chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Jonas Valanciunas.
And his shooting percentage reflects just how efficient he's been. It's better than 50%, always a sign of a solid offensive performance. But his movement and his shot selection have also both been tremendous.
Just 4 to shoot. Murray for 3. It's not going to go for him. And Memphis the other way now. At one point, they led by 16. On the wing, Brooks, guarded by Harris. No good from Valanciunas.
It's been a really tough quarter for him. I mean, he cannot get his shots to drop.
Murray, good.
And Murray is so deadly with the catch and shoot, Jay. When the D isn't playing up on him, he has no problem going right up with him.
Now here's Morant. It's hauled in by Jokic.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
Just off his game, forcing a few shots, not letting the game come to him naturally.
And you've got to give them a lot of credit for just battling back into this game.
Yeah, Greg, there's no panic in them. I mean, staring at a big deficit, they still kept their poise and went to work.
Here's Morant. Michael Porter making his last shot. Shot left block, and Jackson finishes inside. Jackson's got 6 here in this quarter.
Oh, man, one of the smoothest young playmakers I've seen. Morant's passes are almost always on time and on point.
Now here is Harris. Jokic finds Murray. And here's Porter. Grizzlies with the rebound. Winslow's got 6 rebounds in the game. Here's Brooks. The Grizzlies keeping it alive with a new 14. And that one's good, Morant.
Well, with the role he's on this quarter, they're going to keep going to him and get that lead even bigger.
Denver calls timeout.
Trying to find some answers offensively.
Some bad shot selection as well as some bad luck. I mean, that's not going to help you score points.
Millsap at the elbow. He kicks it to Harris. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Nuggets will retain possession. Denver with the ball. 4-point game. Out left to the wing. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Murray for the 3.
And superb job by Morant there, making sure to contest without fouling. That's how you play defense.
A nice shot by Winslow. Here's Murray. 1:58 left to play here in the 4th. To the paint. Here's Jokic. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Yeah, nice, strong finish there. Nearly a 3-point opportunity.
Good on the first, and that brings them within 5. And Jokic drops them both.
Well, that's big free throws from a player they depend on in those situations.
And the Grizzlies leading by 4. Morant passes to Jackson. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. Jackson's got 10 points here in the second half. Denver shooting just 35%. They've got to get better looks. Passes it to Jokic. Rebounded by Valanciunas. Valanciunas has got his 20th rebound here tonight. Saw that coming. Here's Brooks. That shot misses. Some solid defense from Harris. Here's Murray. And another shot. Good on that shot. And with that, the Memphis lead is cut down now to just 4 in the basket from Nikola Jokic. Now here's Morant. He's covered by Murray. Pass to Winslow. High post shot. That shot, no good. Now the Nuggets take it the other way. There's Porter with the 3. But they get it back.
And I just love how he's banging down low. His hard work will let them use some more of the clock here.
And it's the Grizzlies with the ball. Guys, they're not going to be in any rush on this possession.
Not with the lead. Now's the time to burn some clock. And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
That's why they put the ball in his hands. They know they can count on him to make crucial shots.
And so it's Murray with it. He brings it up for the Nuggets. Trailing by 4. No good with the triple.
Oof, rough shooting night tonight, but you can't fault him for the effort.
And he commits the intentional foul. He hits the first one, and that puts them up by 5. Second one is good. Hitting both at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Jumping on the chance to up their lead at the line.
Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over. They're trailing by 6. 23 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Guys, what's your take?
There's still a sliver of hope.
Yeah, right now it's technically a 2-possession game, but that means you'll have to hit 2 threes without your opponent scoring again.
.23 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Good!
The inbound play works to perfection. You got to love to get those quick hitters.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
And it's not about running up to score. It's about closing the door on any kind of comeback.
Here's the Nuggets with the ball. 6-point game. Misses the deep 3-point attempt.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Trying to take advantage of that extra space on the perimeter. We see a lot of this now.
It's the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's an 8-point game. Here's Craig. Plumlee dishes to Morris. Can't connect from long distance. So it's Memphis picking up the win. A confident win, and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah, I mean, it was a solid performance, particularly here at home. And I think they built off that edge of being here and play with just a little more confidence than their opponent.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. Jonas, you have a lot on you in terms of patrolling the paint. How do you think you're doing?
I feel good. You know, there is a better game, there is a worse game, but, you know, I'm bringing energy every game. I'm fighting, and my job is take rebounds, set a screens. I'm doing that job.
It's grunt work, but you're good at it. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Chris Webber, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. See you next time.